Morning, everyone, or good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Miss.
Good evening, Miss.
Good evening. So, I just want to start with our homework. So a lot of you didn't send the homework. I know I did send the questions a little late. So does everyone remember what their homework was?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just go back to the who sent me. Rio, thank you so much. You sent your homework. Rio, good job. I sent some feedback about your homework. So you did a very good job, but everyone listen to this feedback because it helps everyone. At the end of a sentence, you have to put a punctuation. So today we're going to learn about that in detail. So, you started your sentences with a capital letter, which is good. You also have to remember at the end of a sentence, you have to put some type of punctuation, like a period, a question mark, or exclamation mark. And today we're going to learn more about that. And one more person sent it. Was it you, Dinuja? Yes, it was Dinuja. So Dinuja, thank you for sending. And you typed it, but yeah, I want when I give homework, I want you to write so you guys practice writing. So good job, Dinuja. You did a very good job with your writing too. You have to also remember same comment about punctuation. But I know both of you, Rio and Dinuja, are one of the new people, and you weren't there when we talked about punctuation. So we're going to review some of those again today. Okay. But before we do that review, I want to do some talking practice. So I'm going to ask the questions that I sent you. They're similar to what we spoke about. So you have to give me those 4 sentences verbally. We're going to speak. Okay. Can I start with Sakishna? So I'll give you the 4 questions again in case you don't have it. So the first question is, what is your name? Second question is how, 1 second, I'll tell you all 4 and then you guys can give me the sentences, okay? So what is your name? How old are you? What do you like to do? And what do you want to do when you grow up? Or what do you want to be when you grow up? Okay, so everyone's going to give me 4 full sentences, okay? Sakishna, can you go?
My name is Sakishna. I am 8 years old. I like to write homework.
Okay. And what do you want to do when you grow up?
I become a doctor.
You want to become a doctor. Okay. I want to become a doctor when I grow up. Okay. Good job, Sakishna. Thank you. So next, can I ask Kajanan? Can you go next?
My name is Kajanan. I'm 10 years old.
Can you speak a little louder, Apu? I can't hear clearly.
My name is Kajanan. I'm 10 years old. And
what do you like to do?
I don't know.
Do you like to play with something? Do you like going for walks? Do you like talking with your family? Do you like to read? If it wasn't class right now, what would you be doing? If you didn't have class right now, what would you be doing?
I watch videos.
Watching what?
Videos.
Videos. Do you enjoy watching videos?
Yes.
Yes. So you can say, I enjoy watching videos. Can you say that for me?
I like watching videos.
Okay. And what do you want to do when you grow up? Oh, did we lose you? Oh, no, there you go. Yeah. What do you want to do when you grow up? Or what do you want to become when you grow up? You might not know yet, but maybe just an idea. No ideas?
I will just own a restaurant.
You want to own a restaurant? Yeah, oh, that's nice. Do you like food?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, nice. There. When I grow up, I want to own a restaurant. Nice. Can you say that full sentence for me?
When I grow up, I'm gonna get a restaurant.
Okay. Instead of I want to get, you can say I want to own a restaurant. Okay, good job. Next, can we have Sanjana?
My name is Sanjana. 7-year-old.
Can you say that in a full sentence instead of 7 years old? How would you say a full sentence?
7-year-old.
I am 7 years old.
I am 7-year-old.
Good.
My favorite food is rice and fish.
We're also doing, what do you like to do?
I am studying.
Can you say that again?
I am studying.
So you like to study, so you would say, I like to study.
I like to study.
And what do you want to do when you grow up? Any ideas? I know you guys are young, so you might not know, but just we're practicing sentences and just ideas of things you can do. Sorry, can you say that again? Okay. So Sanjana, what do you want to do when you grow up?
I play family.
You want to play family when you grow up?
Yes.
So you can say, I want to have a family when I grow up.
I want to family.
I want to have a family when I grow up.
When I grow.
Can you say the full thing? Can you move a little back so I can see your mouth? So I want to see your full face. Okay, there. So can you say, okay, so I want to. What came after? Have a family. When I grow up. Okay, thank you, Sanjana. Next, can we have Rio? Can you try? Rio, can you try the sentences? So, what is your name?
My name is Rio Prajit.
How old are you? How old are you, Rio? Big connection. Okay. Okay, we'll go to another person and come back. So Dinuja, can you try? So first question is, what is your name?
My name is Dinuja.
How old are you?
Sorry.
Okay. What do you like to do?
I want to play with my friends.
So I like to play with my friends. Can you say that?
I want to play with my friends.
And what do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to be a singer.
Okay, nice. I want to become a singer when I grow up. Can you say that?
I want to be a singer
When I grow up.
when I grow up.
Good job. What kind of music do you like, Dinuja? What kind of music do you like to sing? Tamil songs? Do you like Tamil songs, Dinuja? Can you
No,
sing
Miss.
English songs? Okay, nice. Okay. So can we come back to Rio again? Rio, can you try unmuting? Let's see if the connection is better now. So how old are you, Rio?
I am 7 years old.
Good. Okay. What do you like to do, Rio?
I like to play football.
I like to play football. Okay. What do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to be doctor.
I want to become a doctor. Okay, nice. Good job, Rio. Can you try saying that sentence? I want to become a doctor. I want
to be doctor.
I want to be a doctor. Okay, good job. Good job, Rio. Lakshara, your turn, Amma. Can you go, Lakshara?
Yes, Miss. My name is Lakshara. I am 7 years old. I like to play with my friend. After I come back, I will come like teacher.
Okay, so you can say, I want to become a teacher when I grow up.
When I grow, I like to be like teacher.
Okay, so you're saying when I grow up, I like to be like teacher. So that's okay, but the grammar is not fully right. So you can say, I want to be a teacher when I grow up. Can you say that? I want to be a teacher when I grow up.
I like to be a teacher when I grow.
Okay. Thank you, Lakshara. Okay, so Roshni, you're the last one. So the 4 questions you have to answer. 1 is, what is your name? Second question is, how old are you? Third question is, what do you like to do? And fourth question is, what do you want to become when you grow up? Okay, so can you answer those 4 questions, Roshni?
My name is Roshli.
How old are you?
I'm 8 years old. I want to become a doctor.
I want to become a doctor when I grow up.
When I grow up.
Can you say the full sentence for me together?
My name is Roshli. I'm 8 years old.
And then what do you like to do?
I like to play and study, and I want to be a doctor. I grow up.
When I grow up?
When I grow up.
Okay. Thank you, Roshni. Good job. Okay. So that is why we did that is we're practicing how to do sentences and how to become comfortable talking. So Roshni, Amma, can you mute your mute now? Okay. So there are some rules to creating a sentence, and we're going to learn the basic rules. As we do more and more complex sentences, there will be more rules, but we're going to try to learn the very simple basic rules of how to write or how to say a sentence. Okay? Okay. So, what is a sentence? I know most of you would know this, but formally, what is a sentence? It's a group of words that expresses a complete thought. So if I say, for example, apples, bananas, pears, and oranges, is that a sentence? No, it's a group of words, but it's not a complete thought. Complete means full. Rio, are you paying attention? Rio? Oh, you might be frozen, actually. Okay. Okay, so it's a group of words that expresses a complete thought. Okay, so like a full thought has to be complete. So, for example, the dog runs. That's a complete sentence. We know that something is happening. So what are the parts of a sentence? There are 4 parts to a sentence. Okay. The first is a capital letter. So every sentence should start with the capital letter. So the homework, only 2 people sent the homework. Of that, I think one of you missed including a capital letter as the first for the sentence. So whenever you start a sentence, the first letter has to be a capital letter. The next part of in a sentence, one of the other parts is a subject. Okay. And then the another part, is a verb. It doesn't have to be the third word. It could be the second word, but there has to be a verb in the sentence. And the last thing that a sentence has to end with a punctuation. So we're going to look at what each of those are in detail. So we learned about uppercase and lowercase. So capital letter and like the smaller letter. So the first word in a sentence has to start with a capital letter. Most of you practiced writing the alphabet in capital letter and then small letter. But I want, like I asked for last week, all the new students that joined later. So Rio, Dinuja, and Gajanan, I need you to all practice your uppercase and lowercase. So I'll remind you at the end of class to send that homework as well. But when you write a sentence, the first letter always has to be a capital letter. So in the sentences you said, for example, my name is Dinuja or my name is Sanjana, the M for my name should be a capital M, an uppercase M. In this example, the girl jumps, the T, you see here, that's a capital letter. The girl jumps. Okay, so it's this capital letter, not this lowercase letter. Okay, another part of a sentence we learned is the subject. So for example, here in the first one, the dog runs. The dog is the subject. So what is a subject? It's basically who the sentence is about. And a subject doesn't have to be a person. It could be a person, it could be a place, or it could be a thing. So we can talk about a person. The sentence could be about Lakshana. It could be about a place. So it could be about the school. It could be about the grocery store. It could be about a room. So that's a place. Or it could be about a thing. It could be about a butterfly. It could be about a chair. It could be about a table. So, for example, for person, I could say Lakshana is wearing a beautiful top. So that sentence is about Lakshana. I can say Rio is wearing an orange t-shirt. So that sentence is about a person. It's about Rio. And there's actually another item in that sentence. T-shirt is a thing. Okay. Place. I can say, I live in Canada. That is a place. I can say, I am in my room right now. This sentence is about the room. I'm in a room. a thing. So I am sitting on a chair. The chair is the thing. I can say my laptop is on the table. So there's two things. There's the laptop and there's the table. So those are examples. So a person, a place, or a thing is the subject. Okay, so you need that in a sentence. If you don't have a subject, it's not going to be a complete thought. If I just say runs, you don't know who's running, right? The next part is a verb. Another part, sorry, is a verb. So what the subject is doing. Okay? So let's try not to write on the items. Okay? So what is the subject doing? So there's two types of verbs. You can have an action verb or a helping verb. So action verbs are usually easy because it's like, what are they doing? So running, dancing, talking, singing. It's obvious that they're doing something. Helping verbs are a little difficult, but you can start memorizing what they are. So these words in the circle, those are helping verbs. So are, is, was, has, have, those are all helping verbs. So if I go back to the first example, the dog runs. The verb is easy. That's runs. So we'll look at a sentence after. I don't know if I put an example. No, I didn't. Okay. But if I say there are 4 dogs, are is the helping verb. It is a little difficult because it's not like if I say the dog jumps, you know jumps is the verb because what is the subject doing? The dog is jumping. So it's easier. But if I say there are 4 dogs, it's a little harder to figure out that R-A-R-E is the verb, but it's a helping verb. If I say there are 4 dogs, that's not a full sentence. There are 4 dogs. What does that mean, right? So there are 4 dogs. It's saying like நாலு நாய்கள் இருக்குது என்று சொல்றது, right? So are is the helping verb. So if I say I have a toy, if I say I toy, that's not a complete sentence. But I have a toy, the have is the helping verb. Okay? Kajanan, can you hear me now? Yes? Okay. Yeah, okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay. And the last part of a sentence, so this is the one that always comes at the end, is at the end to show that a sentence is finished. So punctuation, you put that at the end of a sentence. So these are the common types. So there's period, question mark, and exclamation mark. We also learned about a comma. A comma is a punctuation, but it does not come at the end of a sentence. Commas are used in the sentence. But to say that a sentence ends, it has to be a period, question mark, or an exclamation mark. Okay, so the girl jumps. At the end, you put a period. If I say my name is Prashante, at the end of that sentence, period. Roshli is in class right now. At that end of the sentence, period. Sakishna is listening to her teacher, period. I went to a surprise party, exclamation mark. Okay? If I say, what is your favorite color, Kajanan? That would be a question mark because I'm asking Kajanan a question. Okay? If I say, Rio, what do you like to eat? That is a question mark because I'm asking Rio a question. Okay? If I say, Sanjana, how is your sister doing? That is a question mark. I'm asking Sanjana a question. Okay? So to review that, there are 4 parts to a complete sentence. Okay? So a sentence has to start with the capital letter. That's always the beginning. The first letter always has to be capital. So when you guys are doing your homework, remember, if you write a sentence, the first letter has to be capital. The sentence has to have two other things for sure, a subject and a verb. So a word that is a subject and a word that is a verb. Okay? And maybe your sentence could have just two words. So I ran. The I would be capital. The I is the subject. Who is it? I. So if I'm saying the sentence, the subject is Prashante. I ran is the verb. What did Prashante do? She ran. So ran is the verb, and I would put a period at the end. So a sentence has to have at least two words minimum, but usually a sentence is longer than two words. But you could have a complete sentence with just two words. You can't have a sentence with one word because you need at least a subject and a verb. So at least two words, okay? So I'm going to ask, actually it is past the half an hour mark. So we'll take a quick break and then we'll continue again. So we'll go back to the sentence structure. So I'm going to ask you the rules. So does anyone want to volunteer to tell me what the 4 parts of a sentence are? Put your hand up if you want to tell me. Okay, Sanjana. Well, Sanjana can start and then we'll continue on with Roshni. So Sanjana, can you tell me some of them? Unmute.
What was you say?
Oh, I thought you put your hand up. Okay, what are the 4 parts of a sentence? So I thought you put your hand up. If you didn't put your hand up, it's okay. So I'll go, Roshni, you put your hand up too, right?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so Roshni, can you tell me?
The first letter should be capital.
Perfect. Good job, Roshni. What else? What else should a sentence have? Anyone else remember?
Verb.
Verb, good. So do you remember what a verb is? Okay, I'm going to do it one more time. Everyone's going to listen and I can pick on anyone to answer the question. Okay, Sakishna, I don't see you in the frame, Mama. Sakishna, move the camera towards you or sit where where the camera is. Okay, so I'm going to share my PowerPoint and do it one more time. And I will pick on anyone to ask the question. You guys should be able to answer it, okay? And I'm not going to repeat this lesson again next week. So I'm going to do it one more time. During the week, you have to watch the recordings that Nalini Aunty puts up. I can send you the slides in the group. I'll do that. But you have to learn, if we teach you something in a class, the next class, you should remember that. You should practice that and remember that. Okay? So what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words that expresses a thought. So it will be a group of words. So at least more than one word at least. Okay? So for example, a short sentence is the dog runs. A sentence has 4 parts. Like Roshni said, the first letter has to be a capital letter. The first rule of a sentence should have a subject and a verb, and a sentence should end with a punctuation. Okay? So the 4 things: capital letter, subject, verb, punctuation. So Kajanan, can you give me one of the 4 things? What's one of the 4 things, Kajanan?
The 4 things.
Yeah. You guys should be able to see it on the screen too, right? The answer is on the screen.
Capital.
Capital letter. Capital, okay.
Subject. What is
Verb. And what's the last thing a sentence should have?
punctuation?
Good. Punctuation. Good. Lakshara, can you tell me the 4 parts of a sentence? What are the 4 parts? Can you talk a little louder, Amma? I can't hear. Talk a little louder. And Roshli, can you mute, please? Actually, one second. Roshli, mute. And then Lakshara, you can start again.
First one, the capital letter.
Good.
Subject.
Okay. Lakshara, so I heard capital. I heard subject. What else did you say?
Punctuation.
Good. Did you say verb? Can you see the screen, Lakshara? Yes, so capital, subject, verb, and punctuation, right? Okay, good job, Lakshara. Dinuja, can you tell me the 4 parts of a sentence? What are the 4 parts of a sentence, Dinuja? You can see my screen, right, Dinuja? நான் சொல்றேன் Dinuja. Okay, so what's the 4 parts of a sentence? What did we do today in class? So what is this? What is this in red?
Capital.
Capital. Okay, so one part of the sentence is that it has to start with a capital letter. What's the next? What's this in blue?
Subject.
Okay, so Dinuja, can you tell me the 4 parts of a sentence again?
Okay. Capital. Subject. Verb.
Punctuation. Can you try saying that word? Punctuation. I want each of you to give me an example of a sentence. Any sentence, you're going to say a sentence and then tell me what the subject is and what the verb is. Okay, anyone want to volunteer? Okay, I'll just go in the order I see on my screen. Okay. Sakishna, can you go first? Can you tell me a sentence?
This one is?
And not this sentence, any sentence. You can make your own sentence, and then after the sentence, tell me which is a subject and which is the verb.
Capital letter.
No, okay, so for example, my sentence could be, I went to the park yesterday. So in that sentence, should be a capital letter. And I is also the subject. So the sentence is about me. Went is the verb. And at the end of that sentence, I would put a period. So I went to the park yesterday. So you can tell me any sentence.
I went to the school
So I went to school.
yesterday.
Yes. So which letter would be capital for that sentence?
Went and I.
Why would went be capital?
No, I.
I would be capital. Good. I. What is the subject in that sentence?
Went.
Cool. So subject means who the sentence is about. So who is that sentence about?
School.
So yes, I guess you can have two. So you went to school, so it's about school. And what else? Who else is the sentence about? You said I, right?
Yes.
So it's about Sakishna, right? So Sakishna went to school, so I. So you are the subject as well. Okay? What is the verb in that sentence?
I. No. Is, are, has.
So in the sentence you said, I went to school. What is the verb?
I went to school.
No. So school is not what you are doing. Went. It's a little difficult because it's a help. It's another example that can come in this circle. So went is also a helping verb. So in verbs, we said there are action verbs and helping verbs. So went is a helping verb. So I went to school. I should be capital. Went is a verb. The subject is Sakishna because Sakishna said the sentence I. And what's the last part of a sentence?
School.
That is in the sentence, but when we did these 4 parts,
Go.
so you told me I should be a capital letter. You said it's about Sakishna because you said I. The verb I told you is went. So what punctuation would you use?
When.
Which punctuation would you use between these?
Period.
Period. Yes. You're not asking a question. It's not something like, unless it was you're very excited that I went to school. You could be excited, but the way you said it, it's a period. Okay. Good job, Sakishna. Anyone want to volunteer to go next? Okay, go ahead, Kajanan.
Okay.
You can give me any sentence.
Any sentence. Can I just pick the regular one?
Yeah, go ahead. Try.
Cap. Capital.
Yeah, so tell me your sentence first and then tell me the 4 parts.
The sentence.
So give me a sentence. So Sakishna said, I went to school. That was her sentence. So Sakishnama, can you mute your volume? Mute. So Kajanan, you can make up any sentence. It's okay if it's wrong. Try and then I can correct you if anything's wrong.
Okay. I went to the park.
Okay, perfect. I went to the park. Good. That is a complete sentence. So which word would you put a capital letter for?
A capital letter. Capital.
So here we learned the first word in a sentence starts with a capital letter, right? So in the sentence, I went to the park, which word should have a capital letter?
I.
Good. I. Which word is your subject in I went to the park? Who is the sentence about?
A place.
Okay, so it is about the park as well, but who else? Who went to the park?
Who went to the me?
Kajinen went to the park, right? You said I went to the park.
Yes.
So Kajinen. So the sentence is about you. It's about I, Kajinen. So the subject is Kajinen. Okay? Then what is the verb? This one's a little difficult, but try. What is the verb?
A verb is a.
Oh, it's okay. Sorry. Oh. I went it's a helping verb. Okay? I went to the park. So went is the helping verb. And what is the punctuation? What would you put at the end of that sentence?
Punctuation.
Yeah, which of these would you put a period, a question mark, or an exclamation mark?
A period.
Good, a period. Good job. So to repeat yours, you said I went to the park. Which would have a capital letter, Kajinen?
The capital.
Yeah, which word would have a capital letter? And I went to the park.
I.
Good. I. What is the subject? Who is the sentence about?
The subject is a place.
So it could be a person, a place, or a thing. So in your sentence, I went to the park. Who went to the park? The person that went to the park.
Me.
Good. So it's about Kajinen. So the word I is the subject. And which is the verb? Which is in your case, it was a helping verb. Which word is that? I went to the park. What is the person doing? He went. Kajinen went somewhere, right? So went is the helping verb.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Do you understand that?
No.
No, that part's hard. Okay, we'll do more about helping verbs then next week because the helping verbs can be hard. If I say, I ran to the park, which one is the verb? I ran to the park. Do you know which one is the verb? Let me try this 1 second. We're almost out of it. Or here, let me give you an easier one. The dog is running. So what is the action that's happening? The dog is running. What is the action? Anyone else can volunteer too. Anyone know what the action verb is? If I say the dog is running, anyone want to put their hand up? Let me pick someone. If I pick Roshli, if I say the dog is running, what is the verb? What is the action happening?
Running.
Running, good. So that is a verb. Something is happening. If I say Sakishna is studying, what is the verb? Anyone want to tell me the verb? Sakishna is studying. Roshni, go ahead. What's the verb?
Studying.
Studying. Good. Good job, Roshni. If I say, Dinuja is dancing, or Dinuja is singing. What is the verb in that sentence? Sanjana, if I say Dinuja is singing, what is the verb? Which one? Singing?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So we're all good. That's correct, Sanjana. Good job. Okay. So I know that helping verbs are a little difficult. Action verbs are easier. So today in class, we talked about a complete sentence and what the parts of a sentence are. So in the group, I'm going to send you the different pages of the PowerPoint that show the 4 parts. Your homework is to review that. So next week, when I ask you about the 4 parts of a sentence, you should be able to tell me what the 4 parts are. Okay? If you're reviewing it during the week and you have any questions, you can send it to me in the group. You can either voice record if you don't know how to type out your sentence fully, or you can type your sentence to me. Okay? So understanding today's lesson is part 1 of your homework, okay? Part 2, I want each of you to write 2 sentences and send it to me in the group. Your 2 sentences should start with a capital letter. It should have a verb. It should have a subject, and it should end with a period. So, Sanjana, can you tell me what the homework is? What is the homework? Sanjana. Sanjana, can you tell me the homework?
Yes. Thank you, Miss. Bye. Bye. Bye.
I think only Rio has to give his phone. I know we're running a little late, but I want to make sure you understand your homework, because last week only 2 people did your homework. Okay, so what is the homework? Sanjana, can you tell me?
Miss, நீங்க போன அது அனுப்பி போட்டுட்டேன் மிஸ்.
Okay, so நான் இன்றைக்கு செய்த slides அனுப்புவேன். அதை எல்லாரும் வாசிச்சு என்னென்று விளங்கி பார்க்கணும். ஏதாவது கேள்விகள் இருந்தா எனக்கு அனுப்புங்க. ஓகே, இப்ப நான் அந்த slides அனுப்புவேன். Verb, if there's 4 parts, subject, verb, அதில் அனுப்புவேன். Plus, நீங்க 2 sentence எழுதி எனக்கு அனுப்பணும். Okay?
Okay, Miss.
Okay, thank you everyone.
Bye, Miss.
Bye. Thank you, Nalini auntie.
Thank you, Miss. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay.